Hi guys, today is 25th of March 2026. So we are going to have a walkthrough on the trade which I took today. So to give an overview of what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to record my journal in YouTube. So here I will be posting all the trades which I took, whether regardless of whether it is hitting take profit or stop loss. That doesn't matter. I just need to be uh, journaling all the process. So let's get into the trade overview. So this is an 50k combine challenge. So where I need to make $3,000 profit uh, without an loss of $2,000. So today I just hit and take profit of 1,400 something dollars. So I will just walk you through with the trade which I took today. So starting off with the weekly chart. So as you can see here, we have an nice little volume imbalance over here over the weekly chart. With this info, we'll move through the daily chart. So as you can clearly see, there is no volume imbalance in the daily chart. So I'll just remove it for now. And also for the days, for the past 3 days, the market has been not moving widely in terms of the daily chart, but eventually we will see certain price movements down the road where we move to the child time frames like 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 1 minute, and so on. So I'm just a scalper, so which I try to utilize these time frames, lower time frames, which I mean to take these trades. So in the daily chart, as we can see here, this is the candle which we are in. So this is the current day. So this is the previous week's new week opening gap, and this is the current week's new week opening gap. The new week opening gap, which in turn the market closed on Friday and it reopened on Monday. So I've just marked out these gaps. So as we can see here, I will just mark out the liquidity pools. So before that, we can see like there is a huge wick where the 50% of it is right above the previous day's high. So let's take that in beforehand. So this is the previous day's high. So I'll mark it out, and then this will be the previous day's low. So this would be so comparing the weekly chart. So we are just into an huge volume imbalance. So I'm primarily looking for a downside movement. So let's go into the lower time frames and look for movement towards the sell side, which I marked over here. So that's what we are trying to do. So let's jump into the 1 hour chart. So we have marked the previous day's highs and lows where the primary liquidity resides. So as we can clearly see here, our price is struggling to move across these two new week opening gaps and staying still in between these. So which provided with the nice little previous day's highs and lows. So market is just unable to move outside this range. So actually I'm relying on the bias towards the downside. So I'm just watching the price tip its hand to me with the downside moment. So this is an fair value gap where we can see in the 1 hour chart. So that's what I see over this. I don't see any valuable price or place to be noted in the 1 hour chart. So let's move into the 50 minutes. The 50 minutes time frame is our bellwether time frame. So here is what our real analysis take place. So all the higher charts, higher time frame charts, which I mean, were used to determine the bias or the price movement towards it. So what do we see here? So this will be the new day opening gap. So there is no complete relying on the new day opening gap. Why I'm stating that is, as we can see here, the price continuously stayed or interacted with it many times. So if it is moving away from the new day opening gap, we can expect it to be mitigated in some kind of price movement. So this doesn't interest me as of now. So other than that, what is, I have just marked the previous day high and previous day low, and the price is within this range. And other than that, we will just have a look at the regular trading hours. So as we can see here, this is the RTH opening, which is the 9:30 opening. So I will just mark these out. So what I'm trying to do is, I just took a trade which happened it. So I will just show it out. So before that, I just want to explain why and what made me to take part in this trade. So that's what I'm trying to do. So this is the artist. So as we can see here, it's completely, I was unable to be present at the time of the market opening, so I was available around like 10:30 and so later I just take part into some trade which I caught later. So this is the 9:30 opening. In this 9:30 opening, uh, after 9:30 candle, we will be looking for an first presented fair value gap, which happened to be right here. So I'll just mark it out. This is the first presented fair value gap, which happened to appear like 9:36 or so. So and also this is our regular trading hours. We can see that our RTH gap 50% is already mitigated, and then the price moved towards our first presented fair value gap. So let's have a overview on the trade which I took. So I happened to be appear after the 10:30, so I wasn't able to take participate in this price action. So later, I was watching through this price action, which is very clumsy and very low volume. So I just waited for my time to, like, for the 1050 macro. So I just waited and expected a price movement towards these liquidities that happen to be here or formed during this clumsy price action. So just as I expected, it tips its hands to me. So what was my trade idea is, as price is moving in a range, so I just happen to be finding the liquidity pools which I need to target. So the RTH is ignored, the previous days afternoon session liquidity have been taken out. So and other than that, I will be looking for the London highs and lows that meant to be formed between 2 to 5. So here's the 2 a.m. And then here will be the 5 a.m. So between these and high, a particular high will be formed where the primary price action took place was before this 9:30 opening was the London session. So I'm just marking the London sessions high and the London sessions low. So in this highs and lows, there will be huge volume of liquidity which will be residing. So this is the trade which I take part. So let's leave this RTH for now, as it's completely, not completely, 50% failed. So it's not a much interest for me. So I just took part in this trade. So this investment fair value gap, I was looking into it. So later I was seeing this price action. So this 1050 to 1110. This is the silver bullet trade which I have entered. So here's 10:50 a.m. and then here will be the 11:10. So I'm just waiting for this London eye to be taken out again, and then most probably it will take the previous day's high and then mitigate to previous day's low, I thought. So but price completely denied me in this first presented fair value gap and showed promising price action towards the downside, which intend the London lows, and also it formed an relatively equal lows, as you can see here. This is the London low, and then this is the 9:30 opening here, and then it came close towards the London low, and then it swept away. So it just left and liquidity pull downside, and then it moved towards it. So this grabbed my attention. So this is the take trade which I take part in. So here we can see the 1 minute candle over here. So my trade was actually placed on the 15-second charts. So that's where I entered today. So as we can see here, let me give me a second. Okay, so this is the 1 minute candle which I was looking into it. So uh, since there is some more liquidity pools, as we can see here, relatively equal highs, previous days high, and then London highs can be mitigated again. So I'm just looking for a confirmation in the 15 seconds chart. That's why I waited and took trade in the 15 seconds chart. So let's go into the 15 seconds chart. Here, right here, we can see the 15 seconds chart. So this two consecutive candles, uh, two or more, formed the 1 minute chart. So 1 minute candle in the 1 minute chart. So I was waiting for this price action. Once it entered and then left it with an impulsive price action, that showed me it has willingness to move towards the London low. So this is right where I just took the trade. So this is the trade idea which I take part in. So my initial trade entry was like here, and then my stop was like, actually I entered the trades in 15 seconds, but my stops will be placed um, in cautious to the 1 minute chart. So basically I would enter the trade in 15 seconds, but my stop will be placed against the 1 minute chart. So that's what I'm trying to say. So as you can see here, I just targeted the London relatively equal lows and got a nice little trade over here, and my profit was like 1400 something dollars today. So let me show you guys the actual executions. Ta-da! This is the profit, and this is my live trading combined with the top step, and then my minimum loss is this, and I made like $1492. So I have around 800 and 80 something dollars to be consider myself past this combine. So actually I did take a trade before, but I wasn't able to record it since I was uh, trading while moving. So I was traveling, so I wasn't able to record that particular trade. So I did record this trade. So let me show you guys the executions of it. So show confirmation sale, and oops, it's not showing charts and data. Show, sorry, chart executions. Yeah. More chart executions. Let me make it pitch black and see. So as you can see here, this is the trade which I take part in. I entered here and I exited over here, backed and tagged. Thank you guys. Subscribe me, so I'll just post the trading contents and my journals towards my entire journey. Hopefully we will get better together.